The rest of our public session. We're glad you're here. And we'll start with agenda item 1, under approval of minutes.
We have June.
We have June minutes. I don't even remember what happened in July, but here they are, the June 9th, 2016 minutes. So that'll be first up. I'll entertain a motion to edit or approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second, did you have any edits when you went through them?
Nope.
Did anything look good to you? Okay, all those in favor, say aye.
All right.
Very good. And next up will be the public minutes from the August 11th meeting. I'll go ahead and entertain a motion to approve those minutes.
So moved.
Second, any edits on those, John? Anything?
No, I wasn't there,
Okay.
so I probably.
Oh, that's right, that
I
was
have to
just Dick and
abstain
I.
for that
Well,
one, I think, yeah.
looked through those when these were sent on electronically, and they looked good enough for me, so. But we should table that because we won't have a quorum here to sign
Right,
those. So
right.
we'll table the August 11
And same with 25, I think.
minutes. That's right. We'll table those as well because that was just Dick and I. We'll deal with those our next
Meeting.
meeting, as long as Dick's able to make that and Bob's able to make that. And then the minutes from the non-public session on September 1st, 2016 were voted, we approved, seal those. So we'll go ahead and have some initials on that envelope. Thanks. Thank you back. I bet you are too. Next up would be a look at the action items from our August 25th meeting. Don't
I think we all had the same ones there.
Yeah, okay. A building maintenance list projected out for 3 to 5 years. I don't know how we ended up on that. Have you gotten anybody's list yet?
I have not. It's kind of, I think it'll be on there for a couple of weeks. It'll be in progress.
Okay.
We'll try to get people moving on it.
And the goal is to get all the departments to contribute
Yeah.
what they see for maintenance needs over the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't gotten up to the falls yet. I do know that there were several areas around Jackson Falls, more at the top, that could be potential locations for a portable facility up there. I should go up with Pat maybe and take a look around. I gotta
Probably not something we're gonna do this year, right? Because we probably want to budget money for something like that.
Yeah, I think the Porta-Johns are short enough money where we probably have something in the budget for the rental, and the rental's like 100, 110 a month, something like that.
I think that there was another, there was a card that came my way, and I think that's even cheaper than that.
Okay. And then beyond that, if we were only gonna have one, we would probably want it to be handicap accessible. So that might, I know the one company, those were a little bit more money. And we've looked at a number of pictures that have kind of got those kind of partitioned off a little bit with a little stockade fence around them or something like that. So there's some costs associated with that that would be one time, and then there's some
Annual.
monthly fees associated with it. It's a month-to-month thing. It can come and go easy enough, so be seasonal. I really felt, and I'll just read Edith's letter here. She couldn't be here today, but this was an email that she sent just today. The public restroom issue is on the agenda for the meeting on Thursday. I cannot be at the meeting, but feel strongly we should be active on this with the foliage season approaching. A move to put a handicap porta potty in about 3 spaces at the newly paved parking area behind the library. There's a crop of 3 small birches there, it could be placed in front of, nice screening in front. I have pictures. I realize some of these things can be discussed indefinitely, but we have passed the season for Jackson Falls, so let's start small and address the village area. I feel that the area by the Whitney Center is also very important. If we can tackle these in-town locations with positive feedback this season, we'll be ahead of the game. So I think we kind of told her we'd read that into the minutes, and I think we're maybe a little bit ahead of the game, but since it's an action item, I think I'd like to maybe work with Pat and consider some possibilities about putting one down in the parking lot, the newly striped
Down
parking
here?
area there, just a feasibility study. If that's something you're interested in, I can take some steps to do
Pretty
that.
obscure down there, though. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be well seen or have good visibility.
Well, I'll tell you, it depends on where you put it.
Yeah.
If it's right up front by that parking area, it's like right on the road. And then you could put a sign on a stockade fence, that universal man-woman thing, and as well as located on maps, and I think that's one of the things we've been talking about.
I was thinking one maybe near the gazebo down here and more towards the center of town where we use the gazebo, so we have visibility there too.
Great, you're invited to the next committee meeting.
Awesome.
We've met once and kind of put our top three together is what we did, so.
Okay.
I'll have something to report on that location and the logistics of putting something down there for the next meeting. I do agree with Edith, it would be nice to get the ball rolling on this, since that seems to be a general feeling that, if nothing else, we have a bit of a moral obligation, and some of these existing facilities, or all of them, were kind of like ruled out as not being feasible for any number of reasons, from septic to lack of maintenance and oversight and concerns around vandalism if we kept some of these facilities open, and the inappropriateness of asking businesses to overload their septic systems as well. So I'll make a point of, on my action item, just put that out and meet with Pat at some point before the next meeting, and we'll take a look at that. Other action items on here?
Just to follow up on that, the Conservation Commission, they don't meet until Monday. They pushed since there was the holiday, so they haven't weighed in or responded about whether they'll put that
All
on the
right.
agenda.
Maybe I'll find some of my free time and go to that meeting and see if they're willing to engage in a general discussion about it, as they have spent a lot of time up at the falls. I'm sure they have an interest in weighing in. So that looks like it on action items.
The only other one was that $250 sign issue.
Yeah, and that's gonna have to be discussed with the Jackson Bartlett committee.
Well, I talked to John Hebert, and he was saying that the reason that said 250 was apparently that was the fine years ago.
Right.
And it just never got updated. He
Right.
said it really doesn't matter. He said you can take duct tape and white out the sign, it's still enforceable. So we can finally take that out.
Unless you want to keep it on.
I don't really wanna keep it on.
Okay, fair enough. There's the answer. Okay, so getting back to next meetings, our next scheduled meeting is Thursday, September 22nd at 4 o'clock here in the Selectmen's meeting room. Thursday, October 13th and Thursday, October 27th are the meetings that are coming up for our October meeting schedule. So pass that along. Next up is public comments. Before we get there, I will just briefly give an update on some issues connected with our police department. And I want to acknowledge that the Carroll County Sheriff's Department has conducted an investigation for the county attorney's office. That investigation is ongoing and is not available to the town of Jackson. And in addition to that, the selectmen have engaged with the Belknap County Sheriff's Department to conduct an investigation for the town of Jackson. That report was just received by us yesterday, September 7th. It's exempt from public disclosure. The selectmen will be thoroughly reviewing the report and making a decision as soon as possible on the police chief's status. So that's our update on the paid administrative leave status of Chief Jetty. So having shared the most up-to-date information that we have to share, I'll go ahead and move right to agenda item number 3, public comment.
Yeah,
Bob?
Bob Skolmer, this is my attending my first selectmen's meeting, and I've heard you discuss the bathroom issue, and I have comments about that. I see it's listed in old business, and not knowing if this is appropriate to comment now during public comment, I'll wait until the end.
Right now is fine.
Okay, just to throw into your mix of ideas. The bathroom that's associated with a ball field, that has a septic system and public facility downstairs. If a second story were to be built on that building, a small wood frame structure, ADA compliant, it's right at public level off the sidewalk. It's in the village. Because the septic is already there, all the other utility components are there. Excuse me, probably wouldn't cost an awful lot of money. And it might better represent the town as far as like structurally rather than a rental. Could be just summer only, whatever. There's so many other things that could be involved in that as far as ideas relative to it, but it's a close structure, it's there. Like I said, most of the operating stuff is already there. Diamond core drills go right through the concrete up top for the access to the piping down below. Just a thought to throw out on the floor.
Thank you. And by the way, we do have a new person taking minutes, and so it is going to be helpful if you have public comments to make that you can identify yourself like Bob Scoliamo just did. Thank you. I'll bring that to the committee for the next time we meet as well. Other public comments here in our first public comment session? Very good. We'll go right to agenda item 4. Did you have any response to?
No, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Actually, I like that.
Great. Building inspector report. Kevin, come on up. How are you, Kevin?
All right, good. Things are getting busy again.
Yeah. Kind of a thick file.
Yeah, 7 new permits. And I think there's more in the works too.
Okay.
Let's see, number 1 is at the end of, up by the end of Carter Notch Road. It was an old shed, basically just old unpainted wood and metal roofing, and that came down in dumpsters and it's out of there.
Okay.
Blossom Drive. Oh, this is a renewal for it's a log home that's been in the process for the last year going up,
Okay.
and it's pretty impressive.
Map V10, lot 6116.
Yes.
Okay.
111 Thornhill Road. There's an existing house, and they're going to raise the roof so they get some headroom in the upstairs bedrooms. 32 Valley Crossroads. That's an ongoing renovation. It's just a renewal. They basically work at it when they do.
So is this a renewal?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a renewal.
Okay.
Yeah. 5 Ridley Road. Oh, I know what this is. This is a, they put a, what do you want to call it? A structural header, what's the word I'm looking for? They put steel on there. It's a, I can't even think of the word here. But anyway, they put steel on both sides of the carrying beam up on the roof to take out all the center posts.
Oh,
That's what that's all about.
got it.
That's already done. And then the Mount Washington Condo Association, that's up on Dana Place Road. And they're replacing balcony decks and random exterior siding. And number 7 is up at the end of Carter Notch Road again. They're doing a total kitchen remodel. And I think the owner put down the wrong lot number, or map number on his permit. And that's why we got confused, because I said that they already put a kitchen in the house. He has a garage across the street which has an accessory apartment in it. It's actually on a separate lot anyway. Now they're putting the kitchen in there.
And so the Dana Place upgrades are a total of what, 8 different?
I think it's 7 actually. Yeah,
Six.
7. Yeah, it's weird because I think there's 8 units there and I don't understand why they're not all getting done. I question that too. I think there's 8 units there, but it's only 1 through 7.
Okay,
So I don't know what's annoying, who's not, yeah. What's going on?
fair enough.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Anything else from the world of the building inspector?
Not this time, I'm working on just revising the dental permit. There's a lot of information that's not on there right now that needs to be put on there. And I also found some information over the last couple months about the Department of Environmental Services, what they require when you actually go to dental house. You're supposed to have an asbestos abatement done on the house. And that's not on the, it's not on the permit at this time, it will be. Make sure you get the handouts and everything else. So we're working on that.
Great.
So you'll see that in the future here, to get the okay, take a look at the new revised
Great.
dental permit.
Look forward to taking a look at it,
All right,
approving it. Excellent.
that's about it.
Any questions for the building inspector? Comments?
Nope.
John?
Good. All set.
All right.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin. All right. New business, agenda item number 5. Updating the emergency operations plan. I signed it.
Yeah.
Tom?
You signed that you think you signed earlier, was it you signed that you typed it together?
He's got it.
Got it? Blue, has to be signed in blue ink.
Oh, okay.
My goodness.
So the plan itself is okay?
The plan itself is done, we left it in the office here for 2 weeks for people to look at if they wanted to. And I believe we met the match as far as the grant is concerned, so that the money spent to date will be reimbursed by the state.
Great. Excellent. Thank
Can I borrow your pen?
Spent a lot of time on that.
It's got to be blue. Yeah, a lot of people put a lot of effort in. So it's good for 5 years.
And who all was on that committee?
Oh,
Kind of
Quite a few people. B
There were like
was on it.
8 of them here today.
Jay was on it. Pat, ambulance people came. We did a whole night at the fire department.
good spot.
Emily was on it a little bit.
Emily Benson.
Yeah.
Emily's done great work on this neighbor care program we developed and put on the website. We were sort of a pilot for it. She's taking it sort of county-wide now, which is kind of nice for her.
Mhm.
I think I have to sign it too. And we're going to put together a packet of information. We're going to actually hoof it around town and drop it off with a 911 sign thing in it, the neighbor care program thing, and a form that will outline what people's medical information is, and that's, they're going to keep that at their house, sort of similar to the questions that we asked in the back of an ambulance. Do you have any allergies? What medications are you on? So that will be available as well. So, and we're actually going to put this together and take a day, and we're going to divide the town into like 5 different sections and
Canvas.
just go to drop it around and drop it in
Yeah.
people's doors, so everybody knows.
And so we'll need to keep this for Dick's signature somewhere
Yes.
maybe when he gets back into town with a blue pen.
With a blue pen.
It'd be a different
Gotta be
blue pen, but it's
all
got
kinds of
everything.
stuff.
Okay. Well, thank you for all the hard work you put into
Yep.
updating that plan.
Yeah, thank you,
Appreciate it.
Tomas.
And everybody else that served as well. VFW cemetery flags is next up.
This is what Bill actually covers each year.
Right.
And so he said he's going to do the same thing this year. This is a notice about the rate.
Okay. It's $75 for the flags and the shipping. 60 flags, is that, that's an adequate number for us? Is that typically what we need? B, you're involved, kind of heavily involved in that.
Yeah, Barbara and I take them out of the cemetery after November, and the good ones we save, so 50 should be okay.
Okay, so we,
And also, I believe I have 4 more holders, if we need them, that we put on the graves to hold the flags.
do we need more than 4?
I don't
Extra?
know. If we do, I'll call Lou Lavender and he'll order them for us.
Very good.
We have 4 extra. ones
Okay.
right now.
Let Julie and Julie know. Keep them posted on that. I don't know if it's wise, if you're gonna order them, to maybe order a few more than you think you're gonna need, because we'll need
That's
them in the
what we did the
future.
last time.
Okay.
and we still have 4 left.
All right, great. All right, well,
So if we need more, it's gonna run more than $75. So whatever it runs, you let me know.
Okay.
I'll give you a check made out
A
to
blank?
VFW. A blank one? Yeah.
One for me. Make
So-
one out for me. Blank check.
so the holders will be invoiced to the town, and the flags are normally invoiced to the town, but you're stepping up again, another year, what, your umpteenth straight year of incurring that
Good
expense.
cause.
Yep, sure is.
Well, I think it's a great, another fine occasion for us to thank you for that service to the town. I appreciate people stepping up like that to make that happen. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Under old business, we've got transfer station updates. Anything new on the
I
transfer
have nothing.
station?
Obviously, they're still working. They've got most of the road up. You know, things are back compacted to a certain extent. They have a catch basin that needs to be finalized with the grade and all that stuff, but things are moving slowly, I guess. You know, I know, you know, we're getting closer to getting
Yeah.
we need more storage containers. I know that. That's one issue that has been brought up right away, actually.
Mhm.
Because they're getting kind of backed up with some materials there that have to be stored dry.
Mhm.
So I know that was one request that I got from those guys when I was up there the other day, was more storage containers. So somewhere along the line, we're gonna have to drop a dime on that before too long, but
Is that a difficult thing for us to coordinate for the two towns to share expenses on those at this
it
point?
shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I think they're meeting on Monday, so I'll try to make their meeting over there on Monday.
Okay.
And see what we can do about getting those.
And just a reminder.
I did mention it to John Hebert when I saw him
Okay.
the other day.
I'm not sure what they've got in capital improvement funds or anything that they could utilize for that, but we have our transfer station account.
Right, right.
Which has plenty in it to help with that. What, the storage container split, is that a capital improvement that's 50/50, or who knows? It's
I
pretty
think
comprehensive
for
description.
building and things like that, so I
Yeah.
think it might be 60/40.
Okay, all right, yeah, we should take a look at that, and see if we can make that happen sooner rather than later for them up there. The staff up there's been great about going with the flow. Love to be able to support their needs as they identify them, so thanks for the update.
Yep.
Do you have anything more to add to the public bathroom conversation? Did we kind of settle that already between Bob's comment and
I think so.
Edith's comment and our update on that? So, great. Any other comments on the public bathroom issue that we've been dealing with? No? Okay. Review policy for driveway inspections on private roads.
Something Dick and I are going to be working on, it's in progress.
That's right, Dick was involved with that, so table that to the next meeting. Okay, excellent. Brings us back around full circle, public comments.
Round two.
Bob?
Yeah, they're gonna make those private roads have cul-de-sacs you can turn around in?
We tabled that issue on private roads till next meeting, because that was kind of a project Dick was heading, and he's on vacation this week.
I think more about just inspecting and meeting
Yeah.
town specifications, whatever that entails.
Okay. Other comments? Pete?
Yeah. Opposite the castle on the falls, you have a very dead tree that should be taken down.
Big tree.
Can you make a note of that?
Thank you,
On the
Bing.
other side of the road from the castle?
Yeah, it's almost opposite the driveway. It's really dead in case it goes down and some.
All right.
Thank you.
Maybe bring that to Pat's attention. See what his views are on that. Next. Hearing none. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for coming, everyone.